Yo, 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 good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, family. Hopefully, you guys had an awesome weekend. I'm going to turn the music down here just a second. All right, we should be good. Good morning, guys. How's everybody feeling? Happy Monday, happy Monday. Let's see. Does anyone know when we roll contracts? I believe it's after this month. We're going to go into the September contract, if I'm not mistaken. But I believe it's at the end of June. I could be. Don't quote me on that. We'll see. But I believe that's correct. I'm still relatively newer to the futures market. I've always been just a forex market trader. Small loss, longing the SPX, only minus 0.2%. Yeah, as you guys know, obviously Monday has kind of been our Achilles heel the last, I don't even know, 5-6 weeks. Literally, I'm not here to jinx us or talk ill on our trading, but it is what it is. Monday has been not our best day, and you guys know that if you guys have been trading with us this last little period of time. Not to say that that's gonna stay the pattern, but I will say that just based on the news alone this week, that I am anticipating that today, compared to every other day this week, will most likely be the only day that would be rangy in any shape or form. Obviously, just again due to the news. There's news every single day this week, other than today. This isn't really a news event compared to what we're up against Tuesday through Friday. So if there is a day where we end up not finding our setup and then we end up not taking a trade, it'll probably be this AM session. Don't know if that'll be the case. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm tempering your guys' expectations right now. So just in the chance that we don't end up taking a trade this session, that would be obviously the reasoning as to why. But if we get a setup, guys, I'm planning on taking it. There's no reason to deviate from our rules if we see a good setup, right? So as far as taking a small loss, longing SPX, that's unfortunate. I was watching price before I sent the Zoom link out, and there actually was a good long setup here. I don't know let me know if you guys see the setup. I didn't take it, obviously. I'm waiting until until we get into this hour and after the macro. I wanted to see if we could trade to a couple other objectives. But let me know if you guys see the setup. If you guys, I normally don't trade Mondays. I have noticed that Tuesday through Thursday have been the best trading days. Yes. Sergio sees the setup. Yeah, Tuesday through Thursday it's just because Monday we got to figure out where market wants to go for the week, right? And what objectives want to get taken out. It's really easy to trade with a bias when you know what higher time frame objectives have already been met, right? Because if you know that sell side's been met, you know that we're most likely going where? We're going up, and vice versa, right? So that's why it makes it a lot easier once you've given the market some time to do its thing and shake some people out and do all that fun stuff. But just for educational purposes, we got 3 minutes here before the start of the hour. This didn't happen in the macro, and that's honestly why I wasn't interested in playing it, just for the record. But this is based on just rules outside of that. This was a decent setup because you saw price abruptly push through some sell side levels, and then price reacts, and market structure shifts right here. So where would your entry have been? This fair value gap. So that would have been set up number one, possibly. It only gave you 5 points thus far. Like I said, I didn't take it, and the reason that I didn't take it or even call it out, one is because that liquidity sweep didn't happen in the macro. That was part of it. But two, as far as a bias goes, I am waiting for us to trade back into this new week opening gap. I want to see price redeliver to this new week opening gap, and if it doesn't, and it goes up here, and here's what I'm thinking, it could either take out this buy side, and it could mitigate this 15-minute order block. So I'm going to mark this up for us. I had my eye on it before this sell-off just happened, obviously, but I was waiting to see if we were going to push up into this order block. This is a valid order block simply because we pushed up, swept this high, and then what did we do right after? We displaced fair value gap imbalance leading up to the order block. There is imbalance on the smaller time frames inside of here, so this is a valid order block, but I would expect one of two things, which would be if we're going to end up targeting this new week opening gap to get a reaction out of this order block, and then we'll get our entry from there, or we'll wait and see if it wants to just push right through without giving us confirmation. It might want to sweep this buy side before doing so. Either one I'm open to. Otherwise, what I am waiting for at this point to get long is this sell side. So it's funny because this pushed down and it did sweep this sell side. However, it created a double bottom here. That's another reason I didn't want to get long right in that gap that I pointed out to you guys. But based on rules, if you were just looking at the 1 minute time frame, it was a valid trade. It did give you 5 handles already from the last time we just measured it up, obviously. But I just wanted to point that all out. And yeah, as far as the bias today goes, again, it's Monday, so I think, you know, basically we're pretty much neutral by default every single Monday when we get on the session. We got to wait and see, you know, what the market wants to do for the week and print more data. But yeah, this is the new week opening gap. We are right above it currently. I do want to see it get traded back into before going long, truthfully. I think that would be an amazing setup if we could see price push down, sweep the sell side, you know, and it'll shake out all the people that were already getting long. And then we can look to get long there if we get a reaction from here. If we don't get a reaction, it just sells off. I mean, that's just, you know, it is what it is. Excuse me. So that's what I'm thinking for longs. I'm going to mark this as well. This looks like some sell side down here potentially if we do work through that new week opening gap. So we'll just have these levels marked up and ready to go just in the off chance that, you know, we end up pushing lower and we take that out. But yeah, I mean, really, guys, truthfully, like if we don't get a push into this order block, and or I'm not even gonna say that because the order block doesn't have to come up here. This whole move right here is the entire order block, just on a higher time frame. The reason it's an order block is because it's consecutive candles, 2 consecutive up candles creating this move up. So realistically, here's what I am waiting for. Realistically, what I'm waiting for is this buy side to be taken and working up into here. Once we get the reaction out of here, I'm good to go. I'm good to go, personally. And if we see this sell side get taken, we're going to wait for the reaction and take it up. But I'm really not interested in getting in anything if price just chills right in this range, truthfully. We are just sitting right in the regular, if we go to the regular trading hours. This opening range gap was, it was closed already. You know, when price opened up and sold off there, we did close in this opening range gap, and this is the 15-minute. Oh, it's interesting. So this is an order block on the regular trading hours time frame. Where is this? Friday, 10 a.m. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see, electronic trading hours. There we go. So yeah, no opening range gap to worry about. But yeah, guys, that's my bias right now. I want to wait for one of these levels to be taken before we even consider getting in anything. And for that reason, you know, I'm gonna flip to the 1 minute chart, but let's not let this psych us out. I don't want us to be looking at this chart. There might be a setup that shows itself, but I'm gonna be disciplined and patient, and I'm gonna wait for one of these levels to be taken, because once these levels are taken, to me, that's a little bit more clarity on what we should be, you know, looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, this was the move that you could have had pre this hour, basically, after market open. But yeah, it looks like the most you would have got out of that move if you were entering off of the beginning of the gap so far would have been exactly 5 handles, right? It looks like a pretty strong move, but it's only 5 handles. You know, it is Monday. We're gonna be expecting what looks like a big move, not to equate to as many points as normally, guys. But yeah, so just temper your expectations. If we just end up ranging in here this entire hour, I mean, there's not what we can do about that, right? We'll check PM session and see if there's something, or we'll obviously we got a pretty crazy week to come. So I don't think we're gonna be hurting for trading opportunities this week. Anywho, all right, guys, moment of truth. Did these people that went long in this gap, are they about to be liquidated? We shall wait and see for when this gets triggered. I'm not gonna. There you go. So I'm gonna set an alert, and we can go look at some stuff for Forex, GU, EU. I took a peek at them this morning. If you wanted to play it like that. Come on, guys, let's go. I'm gonna be so happy if all those people that were long just get absolutely. Thank you. So yeah, guys, at this point, we're just waiting for some displacement. Just waiting. But hope you guys are happy we stayed patient. Worst case scenario now is that we just don't take a trade. But we've already won because we've already saved ourselves from a loss. And we saw it in real time. We saw these wicks coming back into it, closing. How many people saw that and said, "Oh, I'm getting in. This is going to hold," especially once they saw this little push up. And then they're like, "Oh, give me one more chance." In a perfect world as well, I would like to see price gap up and then shift above this high. This would be like, obviously, if you're wanting the market structure shift as another confirmation. Now that liquidity's been ran, push up, take out this swing high that put in this low that grabbed liquidity, gap in here, right? And we'll get the gap entry. If we don't do that, I kind of anticipate that we'll move down once more and we'll actually trade into this new week opening gap. And then even these people that were trying to get long right now would get taken out. But yeah, it's really this new week opening gap for me that I really think is going to act as a magnet to some degree. It doesn't have to happen today. And like I said, if we get this gap up into here and we market structure shifts, like looks like we may get right here, I like the setup. I really do. No, it's valid. I just want to see the market structure shift because the new week opening gap hasn't been traded back to yet. So because we have one thing against us, or one thing against going long here, I do want that extra confirmation of something else on our side. Because I just want to save us. I want to save us from every unnecessary loss. This is why smart money and these concepts are challenging for a lot of people, and really challenging for me for a long time too, because there's gaps everywhere. There's break of structures everywhere. But there's more to it than that. There we go. There's our shift. So yeah, I'm gonna mark up this gap. You can pretty much use any time frame, 1, 2, or 3 minute. I'm gonna do this 2 minute. Looks clean to me. Right there, and gonna go. No. I don't want red. I want purple. Go down to the 1 minute again, and oh shit. Get ready, guys. Oh god, it's coming quick. And yeah, I'm going to plan to get long inside of this gap here. I'm going to do 1 tick down. Oh, shit. This gap is only 1 tick. But yeah, I'm not going to do the beginning of it. I'm going to do this because it's only a 1 tick gap, apparently. And the gap isn't even really, for lack of a better word, penetrated until, you're 1 tick into the gap. So there's my entry. Stop below here. 3.25 handles. And the only way we are incorrect and will take a loss is if price does indeed deliver to that new week opening gap. But we've got every confirmation here. So this is now a valid trade. It validified an already valid fair value gap. So we'll do our thing. This is 13 handles on, or 13 ticks, but it's relatively lighter risk. We're under our 5 handles, so that's nice. See, that's kind of why it's nice having the fixed lot size, or like for this futures account, my fixed lot size is always 2 contracts. So that way, when I'm at a 5 handle stop loss, that's a full 0.5%. But when I'm lower than that, obviously I'm shaving off some risk, but I'm still leaving all the same potential on the table for profit. Because I'm still targeting 5 handles for TP1 and beyond, right? So yeah, let me just get ready here. You guys can look alive. I want to see the entry, by the way, this hour. That's the only other thing I need to see happen. Oh, shoot. All right, well, I tapped it. I added 1 more tick to my risk, unfortunately. Yeah, so I'm 3.5 handles now. All good. Let's see how this order block reacts. But yeah, guys, this is going to be my only AM session trade. And yeah, TP1 is 5 handles, guys. And then TP2 is going to be 10 and or this buy side. Looks like 10 is right above. I'm just gonna trigger this or target this buy side personally. So a little bit less than 1%. But yeah, like I said, guys, the only way I'm anticipating a loss here and this not to hold would be if New Week opening gap gets traded into. So that's that. But met all of our rules. We stayed patient. We did avoid one loss. Got our sell side liquidity sweep that we were waiting for. Got our market structure shift, shifting above this high, displacement, fair value gap entry, and or order block entry. And now it is in the market maker's hands. Our job is done. Get going. It would be nice though, yeah, if price can gap and then leaves a fair value gap right here. That would be incredible. Just as I think it's about to. It does what it does best. If we push up here one more, I mean, I like that we put like a double top up here. It's like more liquidity to be taken out. Man, we just we're not asking for a lot here, guys. We're asking for a few handles, if that. 3 points, literally. And we're removing risk. We're not even waiting for TP1. We're being very conservative. Still alive, but I'm barely breathing. But, you know, we're seeing in real time, like, some people just prefer to not even look for a setup in these conditions. And that's totally understandable. Some people are just like, bro, they see a chart, they see this chart, and they're just like, I'm good. And had the market maintained that type of a style up until 10, we would have said I'm good too. But we got the level we wanted. We got the displacement. We even got a market structure shift. So if we're using a rule-based approach, then we followed our rules. So that's me. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. Don't let me tell you how to trade your money in your account. Like if it makes sense to you and you prefer the opposite, you're like, I just want to reduce risk. I don't even care about, like, I just don't want this to get hit. If that's you, then by all means. But for me, I'd be even more upset if that were the case with the loss than just taking the full loss, knowing that I stuck to my plan. But yeah, I am planning to remove risk fully once these highs get hopefully taken out. But once price is right up here again, I'm just rolling stop. Honestly, if you wanted to be super conservative, you could roll it right now. We just got another 1 minute break of structure. Price is literally a tick away. Screw it, yeah. All right, great. We are risk-free, ladies and gents. Whatever happens from this point, we don't give a shit. Now we're risk-free. The only thing that is possible for us now is potential profit. Worst case scenario, we break even. Well, worst case scenario would be getting stopped out and then it goes to TP 100. We've been watching 1 minute candles bounce back and forth in an 8-point range for an hour, 20 minutes. Personally keeping a 2-handle stop for now. Yeah, do what you got to do. Where does that put you? Like down here? Yeah, at this point, now that we've actually ran this buy side, there's now a double top here. More buy side being formed. So yeah, I mean, it's not that if it came back one more time and went, it wouldn't make sense, because it would. But not really the market environment where I'm even, at this point, I'm just not even willing to take a loss. it'll be a little disappointing if we come away with nothing. But there's a lesson to be learned in today, even if there was no trades taken. And just witnessing the frustration, experiencing a little bit of it, but witnessing most of it, especially in the sense of we didn't need to take any losses, right? So, oh my goodness, yeah, I just closed on MetaTrader. Oh my god, I made nothing. There's a zero, or it's blank. There's nothing. I made just enough to cover the charges. Sick. All right, guys, that's that. We got stopped at break even. If you're still holding, you're still holding, I guess. But yeah, today's not the day to just keep pushing trades. I'll take a peek at PM session, but if it's more of the same, we'll be geared up and ready for. I can eat my coffee. I get Silverline and everything, right? Oh man, we eating ramen noodles today. So it is what it is, guys. Hopefully you learned something though. And just know that we did follow our rules. Could this still turn around and go? Yeah, but I just don't, we're not going to be just hanging on to this thing forever. So, hey, it is what it is. We did our best. We did our best, right? So if you guys need anything today, reach out. If there is something for PM session, I'll post it in the Discord. If not, obviously we're getting ready for CPI day tomorrow, and we're going to see these markets come alive, guys. So have an amazing day. If you need anything, reach out. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Have a great day, everybody. Peace out.